If you keep your eye on the goings-on here in the Smokies, the footage you are seeing now is likely a familiar sight. You may also know that Gatlinburg, situated at the base of the Smokies, is subject to high water events. The water rises and falls quickly in most cases, and it does so with little or no impact to homes or businesses. These situations can also occur, as they have this past week, concurrently with drought conditions and wildfires elsewhere in the area. Normally we can just all at the display of power of Mother Nature doing what she does. However, today we have a different story to tell that takes place in what would seem to be an unexpected location. Just 3 miles from Traffic Light 3 on East Parkway exists the Arts and Crafts community in Glades Road. The Arts and Crafts community is filled with dozens upon dozens of shops. Most of these shops, if not all, are family owned and operated. Many of these local artisans first had their shops downtown. Once tourism spiked and the price of downtown leases skyrocketed, these artisans moved their business to Glades Road. I often refer to this community as the heart and soul of Gatlinburg. Much to my surprise, this is also an area of the Smokies that a lot of people don't know about. Entering this community from East Parkway, the first little craft village you will find will be on the right. Its name is the Smoky Mountain Arts and Crafts Village. On Sunday, September 1st, heavy rains dumped several inches of water in Gatlinburg, and that water had a damaging impact on the family-owned businesses that call this village home.
Areas of Gatlinburg cleaning up tonight following a flash flooding in the area on Sunday. Some businesses in the arts and crafts districts may have to be completely gutted. In fact, 6 on Your Side reporter Dominic Webster was in Gatlinburg this afternoon. He joins us now live in the studio with more on the damage.
Don, as you can see in the video playing behind me, inches of standing water inundating multiple craft shops at the Smoky Mountains Arts and Crafts Village on Glade Road. Vanessa Thomas, who owns and operates Southern Peacock Global at the Arts and Crafts District, sent us these videos and pictures as the rain continued falling Sunday evening. You can see water flowing downstairs and throughout the parking lot. Multiple businesses having several inches of water and mud flowing into their stores. And speaking with some people there today, I'm told some businesses may have to be completely gutted. Others may only need a few feet of drywall cut out and extensive mold remediation.
Gatlinburg businesses assessing damage after heavy rain led to flash floods last night. Glad you're with us here for WVLT News at 6 o'clock. I'm Ted Hall.
And I'm Casey Wheelis. Thanks for being here. Those floods impacting more than a dozen stores along the Gatlinburg Craft Loop on Glades Road.
Today, several people and business owners trying to recover from the flash floods over the weekend from the heavy rain here in Gatlinburg. Business owners here tell me this area has flooded before, but this is the worst they've ever seen it.
The Gatlinburg Pittman Highlanders will have to relocate their JV game versus Seymour due to damages caused by today's flooding. As you can see from these photos, the field at Hammond Stadium suffered severe damage. Their game against Seymour will now be played at Mills Park Stadium.
Storm team said radar indicated between 4 and 5 inches of rain fell over the course of 3 hours, leading to flash flood warning and then that ensuing damage.
Please excuse the poor visuals of these next few clips. The owner of these clips, who wished to remain anonymous, allowed me to film his footage on his phone. Two things became immediately clear upon discussions with owners. One, this was the worst flooding the village had ever experienced. And two, the flooding occurred, or at the very least was worsened, due to a failed pond retaining wall belonging to a residential development uphill from this village. Moreover, according to some folks we spoke with, this is the 6th time in 2 years that this failure has occurred. If this is the case, the uphill development to which the pond belongs seems to be a huge issue for these family-owned shops. One of the newer shop owners that was there when the rain began shared these next two clips with us. He said things went from normal to this type of flooding within 20 minutes. He also said that in the beginning, the water that was running down the sidewalks was very clear, and in a moment's notice, a big surge of this muddy water that you see here inundated the area. Fortunately, these shop owners were able to act quickly and take some preventative measures to save the inside of their shop. While we were unable to substantiate any claims of a failed or compromised retaining wall, we were able to obtain some footage of a major residential development just uphill from the Arts and Crafts Village. The scene on top of this mountain is reminiscent of the old mountaintop removal projects that I've seen in the past. With the type of clearing that's evident here, I don't think you would even need a failed or compromised pond retaining wall for the village to be impacted the way it was during this flood. When a mountain is cleared in this fashion, and there are businesses and other properties directly downhill from that mountain, those downhill properties are almost guaranteed to be impacted in some way. Is that what happened in this scenario? I don't believe I could say that for certain. What I can say is that from my novice eye, it's a question that should be asked. These next few clips are from shop owner Vanessa Thomas. Her shop, Southern Peacock Global, was not badly impacted by the water. Some of the shops had inches of water and mud on their floors. Complete gut jobs were already underway. If indeed a failed retaining wall from an uphill development caused or contributed to the thousands of dollars worth of damage I witnessed on this day, surely the company handling the development has some culpability here. Some of these stores will be leaving for good. Others have a long road ahead before opening again. The more fortunate ones are already back in business. While we were unable to confirm these retaining wall claims, this will be a topic we will revisit going forward. On Thursday afternoon, dried mud could still be seen all around the property. Caution tape still roped off some areas and repairs were underway. It's impossible to witness the destruction of what these artisans have created for themselves and others, and the subsequent frustration and not want to help in some way. I spoke with owners about this inclination. The resounding sentiment among them is they simply need people to know about the over 100 shops on the loop and patronize those shops when they come to the Smokies. This is an ask that should be right up some of our viewers' alley. Through creating content in this area, I've seen so many people comment about the over-commercialization of Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, the gift shops that have junk in them that you could find anywhere else. What exists here on the Arts and Crafts Loop is the very spirit of what so many people believe is lost in Gatlinburg through time and progress. Not only does it exist here, but it thrives. It's handmade creations that, when purchased, go directly to the tables of local families. It is new, unique creations beside traditional and functional arts from yesteryear. You can feel the tradition, not only while browsing the shops, but even driving the loop. If it is the Gatlinburg of old that your spirit desires, Glades Road has it in spades. That just about does it for us from the Arts and Crafts Loop. We'd like to thank you for tuning in here and also invite you to check out our Smoky Mountain Vacation website, allaboutthesmokies.com. There you'll find more on this story and a ton of other Smoky Mountain vacation information. You'll find the link to this website in the description, along with a link to the Arts and Crafts Community website as well. And remember, next time you travel to the Smokies, spend some time visiting the wonderful shops of the Arts and Crafts community. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. If you made it this far, like if you liked it, comment if you're a fan, subscribe if you're feeling it. If not, that's okay too.
Wow.